Hello, my name is Emily Hoppus, and I am the managing editor of the Contraceptive Technology Innovation Exchange. And I wanted to take a few minutes to tell you about one of our flagship resources called the CTI Tracker. The CTI Tracker is a free, publicly accessible database on the CTI Exchange platform. It acts as a bridge across multiple public data sources, offering a comprehensive view of contraceptive programs from early discovery through clinical research. You can access it by visiting the CTI Exchange website at ctiexchange.org and clicking CTI Tracker from the menu at the top. Once you reach this page, you'll see that there are several ways you can filter, search, and explore the database. On the left-hand side of the database, there are a number of different filters you can apply. There's one based on user. You can filter based on hormonal or non-hormonal. You can filter by delivery type, by intended duration, by development stage, by whether it's an MPT or not, and also by mechanism of action. And if you need an explanation of any of these filter categories, they're clearly defined in the CTI Tracker glossary, which you can access using this link, where you'll find explanations for all of the terminology used throughout the tracker. And if we go back to the main page, you'll also see in this list that there's an about page that explains the purpose and the audience for the tracker, as well as an explanation of what is and is not included in the database. And there's also a link to a written how-to guide, and these are all really helpful resources if you run into any challenges or have questions as you explore this resource. At the top of the database, you'll see some display options. You can decide if you would like to display all of the products in the database, or you can choose whether to display only active or inactive products. Active products are products that have credible evidence of active development in the past 5 years. So if you want a more current picture of the pipeline, we'd suggest using this option. And finally, you have the option of organizing the list by the date the product page was last updated or in alphabetical order. So let me take you through a few examples that will hopefully help you get a handle on how to use the database. Say, for example, you're interested in knowing about non-hormonal male methods. You would go to your filters and select male in the user type and non-hormonal here. And let's say you want to view things that are only in phase 2 of development. Under development stage, you'd select phase 2, and then you'd click Apply Filters. Now you have a list of all the methods that fit into these categories with counts at the top. And if you're only interested in active research products, you can select active here at the top. Now let's take a look at a product page to see what information is available for each product. On each page, the name of the product is at the top with alternative names listed underneath. And then there is some key information listed. User, whether it's hormonal or non-hormonal, delivery type, intended duration, development stage, and a list of developers and researchers involved in this product. And then as you scroll down, there's more detailed information about each product, including a history of the product's development, as well as links to publications and other resources related to the product. You'll also see on the right, there's a list of related products based on your search that you might be interested in. Now, before I wrap up this demo, I want to show you a few more features. If we go back to our search results, you'll see that our filtered list of methods is still there. And if you'd like to start over and do a new search, you can click Reset Filters here at the bottom. You can also do a manual search of the database by typing a keyword. So for example, maybe you're interested in methods that are being developed by the Population Council. You type Population Council here and enter on your keyboard. Click Active at the top, and then you'll see a list of the methods this organization is or has been involved in. Now, if you prefer to look at this data in Excel, we also have an option to export the database. You can click here, and then you'll see an Excel file that you can download and use on your computer or any device that you're using. The final thing I want to share with you is this pipeline database report. This is a report we wrote with our expert advisors when we did a complete revamp of the database last year, and it provides an overview of the state of the contraceptive pipeline and some lessons learned while compiling it. We plan to publish a similar state of the pipeline database annually, so please reach out if you have any updated product information or a new product we should add to the tracker. We'll include contact information and links below, and we'd love to hear from you.